Hey everybody, Bob Umar here, and welcome to my weekly chat with Seopa to talk about relationship development, leadership, and seizing your passion. Thanks so much for the hearts. Love that. Good to see you guys. I'm going live. I'm excited to be here. I'm here in my home, and I'm going on weekly every week to share with Seopa how to seize your passion. I talk about topics, and I try to invite as many people as I can to join in. So my name is Bob Umar. I'm a four-time TEDx speaker, one of Inc. magazine's top 100 leadership speakers. Also was recently named a top 7 networking guru to follow on Twitter. Thanks for the hearts. Love the hearts. That's great. And we're here every week to talk about how to seize your passion on behalf of Seopa. Hey there, welcome. And I'm from Toronto, Canada. Let me know where you're from. I mean, I'd love to know where you're from. Just type below. I'm from Toronto, Canada, home of the Raptors, home of the Blue Jays, home of the Maple Leafs. You follow hockey like I do, and we're here every week at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays to share a bit about what we're doing. And today I'm going to cover the power of relationships. I'm going to give you 5 tips on why power relationships are so important. Absolutely super duper important. I think we all agree. Anyone who here doesn't like people? I mean, it's so important, right? So I'll talk about that, and I encourage you to check out the video streams and all the previous videos we've done over the last year on seopa.com/stream. There's some amazing content, amazing information. Welcome from GA. That's Georgia, right? Okay, Georgia. I think it's Georgia. All right. So I got to know all my state nomenclatures because I saw the other day I was watching something that was like LA. Oh, it's Louisiana. Okay. Yeah, so share us on Twitter, share us on Facebook. Let's get people part of the conversation. If you like what you hear, double tap, triple tap the hearts, share the love, comment below. Let me know where you're from. That's stuff I want to hear. Okay, so let's bring people part of this conversation. So let's get into it. What are the 5 things? What are the 5 things to consider when it comes to the power of relationships? So the first thing we have to understand is that people power is the best power. It beats all of the powers. Someone has horsepower. Someone has tech power. Someone has resource power. Someone has other power. Someone has money power. But you know what? People power is the biggest power of them all. The more people you have, the more you're going to create impact and change and growth and whatever it is you're trying to do, whether you're trying to seize your passion, build up your business, change your career. So leveraging people is huge. I mean, when I want to change my careers, I talked to tons of people. They were huge in helping me figure that out. When I launched my business, I talked to tons of people. When I ran my passion project, which is Discovery Personal Brand, the conference, I worked with people and put together this great group of leadership team. And next thing you know, those people propelled the conference to new heights. So power of people is so important in every aspect of your life. I mean, people are everywhere. I mean, seriously, they're everywhere. They're at work. They're at home. They're at the supermarket. They're on the buses, on the subways. They're everywhere. They're in the malls. They're everywhere you go. So you may want to make sure that understanding people, and they're everywhere. You have to leverage them. Networking is really important. One of the things I talk about when it comes to networking, one of my big things is I'm a networking guru. In fact, I have a networking book on Amazon called How to Network Anytime, Anywhere with Anyone. And I was also mentioned as one of the top 7 networking gurus to follow on Twitter. And one of the things I tell you is that networking is the new reality. And they say only two there's only 2 certainties in life: death and taxes. Fair enough. But let me say there's 2 more certainties in life. Number 1, you always have to make presentations. So you have to present yourself at school, at work, with your friends, in social life, with your parents, and you always have to deal with people at the supermarket, at work, with your friends, at school. Doesn't matter where you are. So therefore, you have to get good at networking, and that's why I spend a lot of my time and a lot of my talks and my coaching is about networking, because it's something that everyone needs to get good at. No matter how good you are, you can even get better. So number 1 thing, people power beats all other powers. That's why power relationships is so important. Number 2 reason, you want to build a sphere of influence around who you are. I mean, they say when you say your network, build your net worth. And what you do is you want to make your net work to build your net worth. And the bigger your network is, the more you have influence. And that sphere of influence will actually lead to more opportunities, more impact, as well as more people reaching out to you. So for me, like now that I have 400,000 followers on Twitter and 7,000 contacts on LinkedIn and 12,000 people on email list, when I send stuff out, people are coming to me and I'm getting a lot of impact, I'm getting a lot of influence, and that's helping me out. You can do the same thing when it comes to managing your passions or whatever it is you're trying to do. So really take the time to build that sphere of influence. You had this conversation yesterday. Holy cow, was he resisting? I mean, absolutely, people need to engage in networking, building relationships, and building a sphere of influence. I mean, the bigger influence, the more opportunities. Now, the people who shun from building relationships are like, well, I'm fine with my job, my business, where it is. But you know what? You never know when, honestly, the shit hits the fan and you lose a job. And, let's say you lose your job all of a sudden, even though you're very comfortable and you're doing well and you're a superstar. Life happens. Have you been building pipelines? Have you been building a sphere of influence? Do you have a network? Because if you don't, it's going to take you that much longer to build up the sphere of influence, build up the pipelines, and things like that. That's great. Oh, your brother's really nice. Okay, that's good. I'm glad your brother's helping you out. That's awesome. So, you want to make sure you're building that sphere of influence. So I think it's very important for you to continue to do that. Number 3, the reason why power relationships are so important is because the better you are at it and the more you invest time and energy into it, the more you're going to attract, retain, and grow relationships. So for your passion project, you will attract people to your cause. You will then retain them. They'll stick around. They'll want to work with you. Ooh, connection, passion, and purpose. Those are things that align with me and what I talk about in terms of my work. If you ever get a chance, actually, Sunny One, check out my the video on the first page of my website called raeallan.com, RAEALLAN.com. It's all about passion, purpose, story, and legacy, and I'm a big fan of it. Thanks for the hearts, by the way. I love the hearts. It's great. You want to be able to attract, retain, and grow people. So what happens exactly, and that's SEOP is about the two, aligning with everything with your passion and purpose. It's great. So attract and thanks. I'm glad you liked the video. That's awesome. So you want to attract, retain, and grow people. So the relationship building really is first you attract them to whatever cause or business or career or passion you're working on. Number 2, you retain them because they love what you're doing. You've fostered that relationship. You've invested in them. They feel invested in, and therefore they want to stay. And then you grow that. And when you grow people and you grow leaders, you're going to create more impact for your work. Okay, so thanks for the heart. Love that. So the first 3 reasons about why power relationships are important. Number 1, people power beats all of the powers. Number 2, you want to build a sphere of influence that creates impact for you. Number 3, you want to attract, retain, and grow these relationships to better impact your projects, but as well as their lives. Number 4, and this is really interesting, is that the more you invest in the power relationships, the better you get at understanding your story and sharing your story and your passion and investing in other people's stories. So you start to share, you start to influence, you start to get good at presenting and speaking and influencing and sharing your thoughts, sharing your values, sharing your influence, sharing your vulnerability. You get really, really good at being able to do that. Having practiced with my 7,000 contacts LinkedIn and having tweeted 100,000 times on Twitter with my 400,000 followers, I'm very good now at articulating what I'm trying to say, whether it's succinctly or when I want to ramble on a long time. I can, even now when I'm talking about the stuff that I care about, I'm getting much, much better at talking about it. People are like, Bobby, have you been trained as a speaker? No, I just naturally have learned it over the years. So the more you do this, the more you're going to get better at it. Even talking to people, and again, I have very difficult, challenging relationships, and like with my parents or people with conflict or whatever it is, and I navigate them much better than I have 10 years ago because I really made an effort to build those relationships and foster those relationships. So the 4 things, and then we've done 4 things. Now the 5th thing to think about is, and this is really important, the reason why power relationships is so important is every person is a bridge to someone or something else. You have no idea that the person at that party has someone that would be an amazing contact for you. You have no idea that someone on that subway has a contact or a brother, sister, or a parent who might be perfect for you. You have no idea that someone randomly that you meet or even that you are on LinkedIn may have contacts that can bridge you to other people. And that's where the magic happens. I mean, perfect example, here I am on SEOPA talking about seizing your passion because Rachel and I connected. She reached out to me and networked, and next thing you know, we built this bridge. And now we're building bridges and linking other people in. It's amazing. It's amazing. So that bridge has created this weekly broadcast that's helping thousands of people. And yes, the LinkedIn connections are huge. So are InReal connections. So are Twitter connections, so are Facebook connections. They're so amazing. So, make sure you go and you engage and put in a comment, put in a like, put in a retweet. All these things will help us out. Go to the Seopa page, go to my stuff, check out the stuff, and you'll actually start to see some really great, amazing developments from that. Every person's a bridge to someone or something else. So to me, that's been a big philosophy for my life and some of the opportunities that I've had. I think it's really important. So to review the 5 things that are important when it comes to the power relationship. Number 1, people power is better than all other powers. It doesn't matter whether you have money or you have whether you have resources or you have technology or knowledge. People power is far greater than any other power. Number 2, you want to build a sphere of influence, build that circle of trust, build your net worth, use your network to build your net worth. Number 3, attract, retain, grow people. The more you build relationships, you attract them to your cause, to your passion project. You attract them to, you retain them because you invest in the relationship, and you grow that relationship to impact people for the better. Thanks for the hearts, love the hearts. And number 4, you get better at speaking and sharing your story as well as investing in people's stories because you built those relationships. And then finally, every person is a bridge to someone or something else. So if you like this stuff and you like what we're talking about, please like this page, like this stuff, share this content, go to the seopa.com/stream stuff to see all our previous videos. Go to my YouTube channel, check out all the previous videos. Check out my work on Rehan Bobby at Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, as well as my website, rehan.com. Check out, comment on, suggest to Seopa future topics for us to cover so I can actually, sharing is caring, exactly. Man, I'm glad you joined us, Sunny. That's fantastic. Is your name Sunny, or is it just your disposition is Sunny? I'm just curious about that. I'm glad you joined us. I really appreciate your comments and typing below. That's fantastic. That's what you always do. Just type and you tap and double tap. Whoops, what happened there? I just switched myself over. Look at that. Isn't that funny? Okay, hold on. I'll switch myself back. And I'm back. Hey, there we go. How funny is that? Oh, Bonnie. Okay, Bonnie. Sunny Bonnie. There you go. So thanks so much for joining me. I'll be here every week at 11:45. Just a point of note, actually, there will be one week in the future where I won't be on at 11 a.m. It'll be, or 11:45. It'll be a little bit different, probably 12:15. But we'll give you heads up via email or via the post. All right. So have yourself an amazing week. And if you have any questions, just tweet me, message me. Just use the hashtag Q4BobU, and I'll answer every question I can get. All right. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.